Hello and welcome back to Katawa Shoujo. My name is Panda4232 and I will be your guide today. Damn it, I've already used that intro. Anyway, let's get right back into the swing of things. There haven't been any further disruptions since that week. Of course, that's what I thought the week before that, and Shizune and Mish's sudden newfound clarity had left me feeling a little lost and envious. I thought there was no way I could rest easy at the time. But fortunately, nothing came of my worries. Then before I knew it, there was enough to deal with in school that I even managed to put them off my mind, and still, everything was fine. I was wrong, as usual. I'd seen Shizune and Mish's carefully hidden vulnerabilities, but they were still strong. Now we're going to be graduating soon. I've grown so comfortable here that it kind of crept up on me. When it did, I felt sad and didn't want to think about it, so I didn't. Not until recently. About a week ago, I started making a list of people I thought I should say goodbye to before graduation. The first rule I laid out for myself was that I would try not to write them down in any kind of special order, like least important to most important. Somehow it ended up like that anyway, even though it also ended up being a shorter list than I'd expected to be. Kenji is somewhere in the middle. He should be right at the fucking bottom. Actually no, Jigoro should be right at the bottom, although you don't actually have to say goodbye to him. I'm just saying, he should be at the bottom of every list and everything, because he's such a freaking asshole. What do you want, man? They said I would have to graduate eventually. Well, I showed them. I've lived here rent-free for more than long enough. If you take into account the rising cost of land, I think you could say I've won in the end. Hey, you know what? I did win. History will acknowledge me as the victor. Victor of what? Winning! I managed to stay out of sight and slip through the cracks. I beat the system, motherfucker. Rage against the machine. If you put it that way, it sounds like you just ran away from the system. Sometimes running is the greatest form of victory, like in the Olympics. I'm too tired to argue with him. Who's he kidding? Everyone knows the shot put is the best Olympic event in any case. Is it? No. Hey, we have good New Zealand shot putters, right? I think we got silver. I can't remember. It's bad that I've forgotten, since we're a pretty small country and I should know all the medals that we got. So what you're basically saying is, you won't miss it? Miss what? School, dummy. No, I told you, this place is too filled with feminists. It's beyond saving. But at least I'll be able to get out before it reaches critical mass. I'll only come back years later when they build a statue to honour me. Yeah, no, that's definitely happening. Yeah, I can definitely see that happening. Do they do the 10-year later reunion thing here? How would I know that? Probably. Anyway, I have to start packing now. Take care of yourself, man. You should have packed a week ago like I did. Not that I had much to pack. That's not how it goes. You're supposed to do everything at the last minute. Yep, that's how I did everything in college. Men are better at doing everything in the last minute. Last minute can have more productivity than like the entire week before. That's how we keep shit fair. You'll never understand our manly ways. You take care of yourself too. Good. See you later. Bye. Thanks for closing my door nice and quietly. Oh, what? That's right, you didn't. You fucking slammed it shut. With a salute, he shoots backwards through the door, slamming it shut behind him, hard enough that the entire dorm probably heard it. I've noticed a lot of people slam doors here. Maybe it's a local thing. Yep, everyone in Yukadu is angry. Yukadu? Where did I get Yukadu? Yamaku. Jesus. Yukadu. Take care of myself. It's the first time I've heard him say it. Usually he ends our conversations with something like, see ya, I'll pay you back later, man. Well, he was a little annoying sometimes, but I'll miss him. I'll cross him off my list eventually. The list is very short now, and I once again discard the notion of going through it in any kind of order. Like I said, I never had that intention. So I go out to look for Shizune and Misha. I can only think of one place they would be, the student council room, of course. Turning the corner, I almost bump into a small group of students. For a second, a bitter feeling flashes through me, since for all I know, that could have been fate. It's the new student council. There aren't a lot of them, but a lot more than 3, which is good, since it means there's enough of them that they can't each have their own title, that they can each have their own title. It would have been cool if I could have had a little desk plaque with my name and title on it. I don't think they would do that now, or ever did, unfortunately. The new student council surrounds me while I'm thinking. If anyone were looking at this from afar, it would be a pretty sinister sight. Maybe they have come to finally get back on me for calling them the new student council all those times. I was just translating for Shizune, but I guess I should have been less lazy and more tactful. I regret nothing. I find myself being thanked for everything I've done. I'm being thanked. This should make me happy, considering how often I would think to myself that being in the student council was a completely thankless job. It does make me happy, but I can't enjoy it fully because Shizune pretty much did everything. I wonder how things would have turned out if our student council had grown as large as the one that's set to replace us. Jesus, these fucking people in the background moving is really putting me off talking. Like reading, I mean. Even though they've only got 2 or 3 other members, it's enough that they have set roles. Not like us, where Shizune seemed to be the president, but that was it. The new council thanking me gives me a strange feeling. It's like coming back home and seeing that a tree you nurtured years before has grown, but it feels like I didn't nurture that tree enough. I wonder what more I could have done. Well, you certainly could have fertilised it a little more. The soil that it was in probably wasn't, as good as it could have been. Probably could have watered it some more. Maybe given it a wetting agent for the times that you weren't there to water it and it wasn't raining. There's quite a bit you could have done, Hisao. You kind of fucked that one up. I would likely make Shizune furious that I would feel distant from what I did in the student council this way. Or that I'd imply I didn't do enough. But it's true. I was only following her. So in a way, I also feel like I'm viewing the same tree from far away, as if I'm seeing it from the window of a train as it passes by. I indulge in these thoughts for too long. When I step out of it, I realise that I'm still standing there, surrounded by the new student council. I do the only thing I can do and apologise for zoning out. Then I thank them back. When they walk away, I enter the student council room, which looks a lot messier but seems to have gained a computer. It makes sense. I recall hearing one of the clipboard girls talking about her plans to use a computer to make all the boring data entries Shizune does more tolerable. I can't remember which one said it though. The girl I can't pronounce seems to be the more ambitious one, but then again, Kaiko appears more serious. Well, it doesn't matter now. I think Kaiko was the one I liked. I'm not alone in the room, but instead of finding Shizune here like I expected, it's just Misha. She's sitting on Shizune's desk, like Shizune herself often does, swinging her legs back and forth. When our eyes meet, she hops off and inexplicably poses like a superhero. Hi Hachan, I'm surprised to see you here. What are you doing? You first. I was looking for Shizune. Me too. I thought she would be here, but I got Hachan instead. Gee, thanks. Wahahaha. Well, this is good. Really, I wanted to talk to you anyway. About what? Whoa. I take the time to glance around the room a little more. I see a hot plate. They are really living high. I wanted to say sorry, of course, for all the trouble I made for you and Shichan. Don't call it trouble. Right. Don't apologise to Shizune. Aha, right, but that isn't why I'm here, Hachan. I wouldn't apologise to Shichan. Since you're here, I want to ask you a question. Hachan, what do you think it would take for Shichan to be happy? World domination, obviously. Wahahaha! Even though you're joking, Hachan, no, even if she could, it wouldn't make Shichan happy, only for a little while. Hichan, have you ever heard of artists who tear up their paintings as soon as they finish them? Such people really exist in the world, you know. Yeah, I'm sure Rin's probably the one like that. I remembered it all of a sudden. It's just like Shichan. Now that I think about it, whenever Shichan sets up a challenge for herself and completes it, she acts like her skills have no meaning anymore. I wonder, is it because she can't create anything permanent? It's just like those artists and how they want to create a piece of art to leave behind. A really great one, but can't do it. It's really obvious when I look back at it, but I didn't see it before. Now, I'm scared. I wonder if Shichan will ever be happy. No, I don't think so. Not about her being happy. I think you're wrong. Shizune is actually happy more often than I thought. I think it's actually kind of amazing. Usually, people don't think about that kind of stuff until they're middle-aged or dying. Then they think, I want to leave something behind, or I want to be remembered. Like me. Only I stepped ahead a little. My life was short and seemed even shorter after my heart attack. I didn't think about what I was leaving behind because I very quickly thought there was almost nothing I was leaving behind. So all that was left for me to stew on my own bitterness. Shizune already wants to leave her mark somewhere, but she wants to do it by helping people. That's why celebrations are so important to her. She even wants to be a philanthropist. I think it's the best way to live. What is a philanthropist? I don't even know. Someone tell me. Living on by what you give to others, even if it's for a selfish reason. That's okay too. Shizune is already happy, because if something goes well, there will always be someone else to see it and remember it. That's what makes her happy. Misha sighs, arms stiff at her sides, hands tapping the air softly. Before, I still thought, I might be able to make Shizune happy, and I was in a good place to do it before. Since I was her interpreter, I could always be with her. Maybe. And I thought I would do it by becoming like Shan's shadow. I kept trying even when she rejected me. I felt like I was stuck and couldn't do anything but watch Shichan's back getting smaller and getting smaller while she kept going. I was scared even though I should have just accepted it. It's hard. Maybe I could have at least understood Shichan. But it looks like I was completely wrong after all. I didn't even know that or think about that. Shichan would call it a complete loss. Okay, I'm done. That's it, Hichan. But since you're the one who knows Shichan best of all, you can't make her cry or I'll be angry. I'm going to go overseas after this. I even have the letters of recommendation, or I don't think I would be able to normally. Maybe I'll study and become a sign language teacher over there. Who knows? That means you have to look after Shichan, okay? Misha's smile isn't honest as ever. Is as honest as ever, but she's obviously changed. The look in her eyes is that of a much more attentive girl. It seems to be true that hardship builds wisdom. It reminds me of the look in Shizune's eyes. I wonder what Shizune might have been through to have become who she is. I can take a guess, or maybe she was always like that. I want to see her even more and suggest to Misha that we should look for her together, yeah. Of course, it's just a pretext to spend more time with a friend. It's strange how it hasn't been long since we last hung out together, the three of us, in the span of a routine student council day. Yet it seems like it was a long time ago. I need a drink. My throat's becoming parched. Thinking about the future can put that kind of lens over the past. Speaking of lenses... okay, speaking of lenses, Yuko. Outside, Yuko is standing around fiddling with a tiny, modern-looking camera in her hand. It would be unnoticeable if it weren't metallic enough to reflect the sunlight. Misha calls out to her. I thought we were supposed to be looking for Shizune. Hi. What are you doing? I'm just taking photos of everyone. That's obvious. Awkward. Misha, I'll never forget how you taught me that someone can hold so many secrets and still have a massive lack of tact. Where's my photo? You want a copy? I don't know. Well, only if you promise to keep it a secret, or else everyone will want one too. That happened to me in elementary school. Only it was with candy. Okay, I'll take a photo of you now then. Ah, wait, I'm not ready. I was just kidding. Hachan, make a peace sign. No, please. Thank you, Hisao. I'm not going to do that. The camera flash goes off, blinding me. Yuko shields herself behind it, letting out a moan of frustration. You're not supposed to turn that flash on outdoors. She starts apologising unnecessarily and then quietly slips away. Ah, wait. Yes? Did you see Shichan around here? Yes, in front of the gate. Thanks. I can barely get it out before I have to start following behind Misha. Fortunately, not for very long. The gate is barely a minute's walk from here. Even that can be tiring for me sometimes. We see Shizune with the student council. They're probably thanking her. As soon as she sees us, she shoots them away. Shoot! 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 Which is very easy, since I doubt any of them can understand sign language or use it. So they're not too sad about it. Which in turn makes me wonder why they would thank her without someone who can. But it's the thought that counts. Maybe they wrote it down. Misha immediately hugs Shizune, and then leans against the gate next to her. I, on the other hand, decide to hang back a little and let them talk. After all, Misha wanted to talk to Shizune this whole time. I can wait. And with that, I shall call that a day. Create new safe states. Okay. Alright, well, I hope you guys enjoyed those parts, and I will see you next part. Goodbye.